Yo, YouTube. We down here, man. I hope everybody is well. I got a little time, so I wanted to just pump out a quick video for y'all, man, before we, the wife and I get out of here, man. We about to go see Thunderbolts, Marvel movie. I heard it was good. I'm a big Marvel fan, man. If you come down to my setup, you'll see Marvel everywhere, man. So I've been a huge fan for years, so I'm excited to see the movie. But before we did that, I just wanted to pump out one video. And the other day I was just thinking about just the way I cut hair and the techniques that I use, and just thinking back, like, who was some of the biggest inspirations for me in terms of just learning how to cut and learning how to develop a system that works for me. Like, I didn't go to barber school. I was self-taught on my own, learned in college, used it as a side hustle to, you know what I'm saying, make a little extra money, kept with it, and now I'm able to just continue to do it today. And I've been able to grow and develop as a barber, so I definitely want to just take time to give flowers to 3 barbers. It's more than these 3, but these 3 just have been pivotal in terms of just helping me develop a style that I've come to grow with and just stick to. So the first one, man, the YouTube GOAT himself, man, 360 Jeezy, his fading styles in terms of just using guidelines. The next one is Chuka the Barber in terms of fading up. And then the last but not least is the homie Game Changer, man, just in terms of just fading down, using multiple clippers in the fades, man. All 3 of these guys were pivotal in me developing my own style. I've probably watched hundreds of hours of just YouTube videos of these cats just doing different types of haircuts and just showing the way they do haircuts. And I was able to pick up things from all of them and develop my own style. So I just wanted to run through just for new barbers, just the fading styles that these individuals use, and just in terms of what type of hair should you use each style on, or in terms of what I was comfortable with. Like, so many different grades of hair: white texture, Hispanic, Asian, African American, just so many different textures. So with me, I've come to use different types of fading systems for different types of hair. Like, I'm not gonna use the same system or even clipper for a white person that I will use on a black person. You know, it varies. So today, man, I just want to run through each of these individual guys and just how they cut and how that inspired me to do my own haircuts. And I have on the thumbnail 3 haircuts that I've done, and I've attributed each one of those haircuts to the individuals that I mentioned. And the first barber, man, I gotta touch on is 360 Jeezy. So with Jeezy in terms of clipper use, the Andy's Master is his go-to, or Andy's Master type clipper. That was his go-to in the beginning, but now just with his new Stylecraft that came out, it's actually more along the lines of the Babless. But just with Jeezy's style of cutting hair, and in terms of doing fades, he does the guideline system. So in terms of me with the Masters, I actually discovered, just for me, what works best for me is to not do guidelines with these. So I'm actually gonna come back with these and touch on a different barber who uses these. But in terms of Jeezy style, so of course the first step when you're doing a bald fade, a mid fade, any type of fade, you know what I'm saying, is to bald out the canvas, bald out the hair. So in terms of balding trimmers, these are the GOATs right here. You know what I'm saying? The Babless Classic FXs. So with Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, he will bald out his client, get everything nice and neat and cleared, and then he will open the guard up, open the clipper all the way up, and make his first guideline all the way around the hair. Then what Jeezy will do is take his one clipper, put it on his clipper, open it up in his one guard, and put it on the clipper, make another guideline. Then what he'll do is take his number 2 and open it all the way up, make another guideline. Then after that step, he'll take the 1.5 either open it halfway or all the way up and go between the two all the way open and the 1.5. And he'll flick his wrist, you know what I'm saying, with the motion with the 1.5 and just knock out that guideline. Then he will put, he will put his half guard on and go take out the line between the 1.5 and the all the way open no guard. And you know what I'm saying? He will play with his lever, take that guideline out. Then after that, he will take his clipper all the way closed and bump that guideline out and just do some lever play out till his fade is fully in there. And then with Jeezy, the step that he does, which I'm the biggest fan of, is he goes back in details. So he doesn't try to get the fade perfect the first go round. He gets his guidelines in, does his first rough draft in terms of fading, and then he goes back and just details. You know what I'm saying? Here you might use the corner of the blade and just get in there and get into little spots where he sees dark spots, and he'll get everything nice and smooth. With me personally, I've learned in terms of how I cut, this style works the best on white clients. Just dealing with, you know, white clients in terms of room for error, in my opinion, you don't have that much when you're doing a fade. So I feel like being nice and neat and putting everything in, you know, making sure you're symmetrical and just being very systematic is the best way to go about white clients. My guy Brandon, one of my only white clients, so I've been cutting for a while. I got his picture posted in the thumbnail, and I use this system every time with Brandon. Like with Brandon, I have used the masters on Brandon once or twice, but when I cut Brandon's hair, I'm always using my babblers with the wall guards, just because when I do the guideline method, I feel like this is the best clipper for that. So again, shout out to Jeezy, man, all the work you've been putting in on YouTube. I'm a big fan, man. I would love to have you on Cut Talk 525 just to talk a little Jap and give you a story. But definitely, bro, in terms of this YouTube game, I feel like you set the bar, bro. Keep going, doing your thing, man. Next up, I'm gonna go with the homie Game Changer. Game Changer in terms of fading, I'm gonna just say it, bro's next to none. In terms of the fades that he does, and we're not talking about linings right now, but just his shaving cream method and how he uses the straight razor to make lines, bro, that's next to none. He the GOAT when it comes to that. But just in terms of fading, I'm gonna have to say, I don't want to rank nobody, but just in terms of just best blends, it's either him or the homie Smash the Barber, in terms of my opinion. But they fades don't even look real. But just with Game Changer, so Game Changer has the fade down method, and Game Changer uses more than one clipper. So let's get into Game Changer. So back in the day, Game Changer would of course he would use the classic balances, ball the hair out, get everything nice and neat. And then what Game Changer would do is he would take his masters. He used to use the old school corded masters. He would make his first guideline, go all the way around the head, nice and symmetrical. Let's say he's doing a mid fade with the waves. He'll make his first guideline all the way around the hair. Then he'll go to probably like a second or third notch, lighten up and debulk that line that he just made. And then he would take his balances all the way close and then just bump out that bottom line till it's nice and smooth and gone. He'll pull, stretch the skin, do the tiger claw method. He'll even get his Andes out, his Andes slim lines out, and just bump that bottom line out just to make sure it's gone. And then after he has that step done, now my brother is just working his way down. He might, let's say if I'm doing a mid fade with waves and I did a 1.5 on top, I'll probably get my 2. I'll put my 2 on, open that all the way up, and then just debulk. Just keep working. And my man, when I tell you stroke, comb, stroke, comb, stroke, comb, he is the GOAT when it comes to that. Stroke, comb, stroke, comb. So he's just debulking up and down, doing lever play. So he'll take a 2. Okay, baby. He'll take a 2, and then he'll work all the way down to the half. Or actually, he won't even do the half. He'll work his way all the way down to the 1. And then after the 1, after he's done debulking with the 1, he'll get his Andes Masters back and then just flick out the last little bit of that line using his corners and just being light with the stroke. Like, at first, I tried to stay away from Game Changer's method just because he uses multiple clippers. But for him, man, it works, and his fades, when I say are blurry, next level. So him using the multiple clippers, just utilizing both, I think is dope. And I definitely in the past, I've utilized, you know what I'm saying, using a little bit of Masters, using a little bit of Bablisses, using a little bit of Walls in the haircut. But the wave I'm on now, man, I'm on less is more. So I try to use the least amount of equipment I can that I need just to be efficient and just to get the cut done efficiently and get my client in and out. But shout out to Game Changer, man. I've been watching him for years, man. Just the one thing I like that he does is, man, if he likes a clipper, he rocks with that clipper till the wheels fall off. Like the Andes Masters, the Wall Magic clips, the Bablisses FX, he is it's consistent, the same stuff in every haircut. So, man, shout out to bro, man. He a bulldog when it come to competing. You know what I'm saying? He believe in himself. He just, I mess with dogs. So definitely he has been a huge inspiration in terms of just the cutting style that I've, you know, picked up. And just shout out to you, bro. Last but not least is the homie Chuka Torres, Chuka the Barber, man. He's probably my favorite barber to watch on YouTube. I've probably started watching dude 10 years ago. And just the systematic way he goes about cutting, I would probably say that's my biggest inspiration amongst all three of them. So what Chuka does, of course, the crazy thing is Chuka doesn't use Bablis, at least on camera. I don't know what he do off camera, but every haircut he does, he's doing it either with a Wall or Andes Masters. So of course he'll, you know what I'm saying, he'll take his line, his trimmers and bald out the client. And then the one thing that he does, which I actually do a little bit, is he'll, you know what I'm saying, first he washes the hair, but he'll put a rough draft line on the head. Let's say he's doing a mid fade. He'll put a rough draft line on the head just so he knows where to keep the line dark when he starts to fade. And then his first step after he's put that ball line in is he'll take his trimmers and bump out that bottom line just to make sure that line is gone. And then the step after that, he actually, Chuka the Barber is actually one of the only barbers that fades up. So after he used this to knock out that bottom line, he'll take his Andes Masters all the way closed and he'll just keep going up little by little, little by little, little by little, keep opening up little by little until he's all the way open, and he'll make sure that line is clear, you know what I'm saying, before he moves on. And then it depends on the fade, but then he'll throw his one guard on there or his 0 guard on there for the Andes Master. And like I said, keep fading up. And Chuka the Barber is another good one with fading and combing. And you can see him, he'll stretch that skin too, just to make the fade easier. But when I tell you, man, he is my favorite barber on YouTube. Like, bro is A1, and I've watched him be in somebody else's shop to him being his own boss and having that shop. And I think he in Hollywood, Sacramento. But yeah, salute to bro, man. Like, I love his fade method. I would say I probably cut the closest to him now in terms of just style. Like, I'm heavy with my Masters now. Like, I love these. Don't get me wrong. I love these and I'll never get rid of these. But I would say the majority of my haircuts now are just with the Masters just because I'm comfortable with them. I feel like I just got the most just freedom and just, I don't know, room to play with these. And in terms of liners, I'm not using anything but this right now. This is my hitter It's been slicing. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful. It's strong. So in terms of lineup, I'm just rocking with Andis right now. But if I was like to cut my own hair or needed to do a quick haircut on myself, I probably would use these two. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to all them guys, man. Chuka, Game Changer, Jeezy. In terms of just watching and just being able to be inspired, I've watched all three of you guys just in my barber journey, and I just want to say thank you. Like, I didn't have to pay thousands for barber school. I just turned on my phone and just checked you guys out. So I definitely want to say, man, salute to y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all motivating and y'all inspiring a whole new generation of barbers. So that's dope, man. Like I said, I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. If y'all ever want to pull up to the pod, man, I would love to have y'all on. We can talk a little Jap. I think y'all basketball fans too, man. I used to play back in the day, man. Y'all definitely don't want smoke with that. But I'll let y'all off the hook and we can just talk it. But yeah, salute to all three of y'all kings, man. Much love from Mark Pace and Cut Talk. We out.